Good morning, my loves. I'm doing a couple of really quick lives just to let you all know what we have upcoming. And I think I have a session at 11 this morning, so I probably won't be back on until this evening. But I just wanted to touch base with you and give you a heads up that we have the sock design course in play. It starts tomorrow, and it's actually going to be a few different sessions. So let me pull up my information. And then I'll show you where you can go in order to purchase. So we have a new Academy site. I'm going to go ahead and show that to you real quick. So you go to academy.innatelab.com, and I'll put the link in the Innate Creatives group as well. This is where we're going to start having our coursework as well as our membership for the courses. So I'm going to have a different video explaining the membership for the courses, but this one is just about how to get to the live course, which the live courses are always going to be separate purchases. But if you happen to get the subscription, guess what? It comes with a $60 credit towards any live course. So if you're going to pay $60 and you think you're going to do a class every month, this is worth it right here, just to pay the $60 for the membership, and you get a $60 credit towards any live course. So if you're going to buy the course, this is my suggestion. However, if you don't want to do a subscription based type program, then just buy the course outright. You pay for it one time, it's done. This subscription does not lock you in. Like for instance, if you cancel before a year's time, it doesn't make you pay anything extra. It is a month-to-month membership. Now with the membership, you also get access to 4 pre-recorded classes every single month. So you get your $60 worth just from the live course, and then you get $200 worth of pre-recorded classes, which is every single week a new course will drip to you. And when you start out with courses 1, 2, 3, and 4, 101, 102, 103, and 104. Now, not only do you get the videos, but you also get the templates. So that alone makes it a really, really good value. All right, so I'm just letting you all know that I'll do a whole video just explaining how the Academy is set up and how it will work. But anyhow, I wanted to go into just really quickly introduce what we're going to be doing in this 105 course. So you will receive this file, which it's a mock-up, but it's also a template, and I want to show you the difference there. So the mock-up is going to show your customers what the image would look like mocked up onto the pair of socks, but you also have the option to use this as your printable file by disabling that layer mask. This section here, this is turn off to print, and guess what, it's ready to print. And I even put these registration marks in there because I'm going to show y'all my taco method of pressing, which is where you end up folding it and basically able to press the front and back of the sock in one. Well, you still have to flip it, but basically you don't have to line anything up, and it kind of does the work for you. So that's the file that you'll receive. What we're going to be building and learning how to build is your own unique pattern. Okay, so I'm just giving you an example of what this looks like, how Photoshop helps to build the pattern if you do the steps correctly, and have it broken down here. We created this pattern. So we're going to do that in the class. What I need you to come with is your homework, of course. And as a matter of fact, let me go ahead and pull up that homework. So maybe I'll start doing homework videos just to let you know what I expect for you to have done before you even enter into the class. So you'll see now that the way that the Innate Academy is set up is there's a quiz that you have to partake in before you actually download the course materials, and that quiz asks you, did you do your homework, basically each step of it. So the first step is whether you did your dual screens. Matter of fact, let me see if I can pull up. I think I'm already registered in this course, so I'm going to go ahead and log into my academy. Yes, so the first part is to make sure you have dual screens, and there's a video for that. Secondly, you want to make sure that you label a folder on the desktop, Innate Lab or Innate Academy 105. Simple as this, right click, new folder, Innate Academy 105. Bam. And then what you're going to do is you're going to download all your course material. And let me see if I can log in. I'll show you that process. There we go. So this is what it looks like once you're logged in. You can go to your dashboard. This is your dashboard. You can also go to your products there. And see, this is the credit that you'll receive. So you can decide when you want to use your credit. If it's not on the stock course, there will be a total of 4 courses every given month. And usually it's going to be once a week. And you have to use that credit up within that month. Otherwise, it expires. All right, so this is the course that we're going to get into, 105. And you'll see that it has these sections. So you have these sections that ask you about your homework. You're going to have to answer them yes or no. Okay? And once you answer the question, it'll let you know if you got the answer wrong. Basically, if they are all yeses, you got them wrong. Did you create a folder and name it Innate Academy 105? Yes, I did. And then I'll go back and I'm going to see if I can answer this question correctly. Yes, I do have dual screens, but if you don't, then you have to purchase another Zoom session. So that means you have to purchase this course twice in order to be able to run Zoom on one computer just to show your screen, and on another computer or device like an iPad just to view it. And I'm going to suggest you don't do that. You're going to be spending unnecessary money. I would suggest that you go find an external monitor or even a TV or something hooked to it with an HDMI or a VGA cable, depending on if you're using your desktop or your laptop, and how it plugs into another monitor or display. And if you have to, buy like a $30 used monitor or something, just so that you have a second screen. It is almost impossible to watch me and do your work on the same screen. Okay, I'm letting you know that now. I don't want anybody to get into the class and fall so far behind because they can't get the interactive component. If that's the case, if what you have is one screen, then just wait until the class is over and purchase the pre-recorded session so that you can pause it, stop, do what you need to do, and come back to the video. You will not be able to do a live session if you can't view the video and also do the work at the same time. It's not going to be fair to you, and it's not going to be fair to your classmates who are trying to learn, but they have to stop up and help catch you up every time. Okay, so we're just not going to do it that way. Dual screens, or wait for the class to be released as a pre-recorded session. Okay. Also, let's see. So yes, I created the folder. Submit that answer. Next question. Did you download the class files and save it in the Innate Academy 105 folder? Now, these are your class files. You're going to have, this one is simple, it's just one file. Usually I have fonts and other things. So you're going to get this template for free, the stock mockups and blank template. So you'll download that template into your folder. So let's go ahead and do that now. We can't even answer this right now, but I know I can go download my file. And instead of going to open with, I'm going to go to save file, and it saved it in my downloads. So my answer would be no at this point. If I want to make sure it's in my folder so I can answer that yes, then I'm going to go to show all downloads. I'll right click, and I should be able to move this. Let me go ahead and pull my folder back up on the desktop. So let's go desktop, and then I see my Innate Academy 105. I'm going to double click there, and I'm going to drag that file to my Innate Academy 105. That's simple, that's done. And now I can go back to my quiz, Did you download the class files and save in the Innate Academy 105 folder? I'm going to say yes. Now, if it required me to download fonts and all that other stuff, it'll ask me those questions in the quiz too. Submit that answer. I'm on a roll. Okay, next question. Did you open the Photoshop file prior to starting the Zoom session? This is something I had to start asking because we get into sessions sometimes and some people's computers can't handle Photoshop and they don't know it until they try to open a folder or a file. So here's the file. It opens. So now I can answer that yes. Let's go back to my quiz. Yes, submit that answer. Now the other thing is once you get ready to get onto Zoom for the session for the day, you want to go ahead and open Photoshop first anyhow, just because it doesn't take up as much power away from your Photoshop when you have it already open versus trying to open it after you open Zoom. Now, did you test the Zoom link? Make sure certain that it works for you. I am going to see if I can test one of the Zoom links. Basically, it's going to be in your PDF. Now, I can't bring the PDF up because it will have the links in it. But you would so I was wrong because I was supposed to download this file into my folder as well. So I lied on my quiz because I didn't put all my course materials in the folder. You'll have this kind of homework checklist and it also has the Zoom links, okay? So you'll need to download that. And again, I'll go to my downloads. I'll open the containing folder just so that I can pick it up and put it in my folder. So I'm gonna just cut and paste. Let's go to the desktop, put it in my 105 folder. Bam, I'm gonna paste it. That's it. There are only 2 files for this class. All right, so back to my quiz. Did I test the Zoom link? No, because that Zoom link is in that file. So I'm gonna open it off screen just so that I'm not giving up the link. All right, and when I scroll all the way to the bottom of that course, it gives me 3 different dates this time. So I did 3 dates 3 times just to make certain that we can accommodate the folks on the East Coast as well as the West Coast, and I even did a weekend day. So we've got tomorrow, which is July 22nd. That is a Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. And then we have July 23rd at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Oh, actually, I have to change that time. It's supposed to be 10 p.m. Eastern Time, so that is 7 p.m. Pacific Time. So I wanted to do one where I stayed up late and was able to get the Pacific timers in there. So I'll change that one. And then the 7:25 is on a Saturday, so it's just at 1 Eastern Time, which happens to be 10 Pacific Time. Okay, so that's in the morning. I can at least show y'all these dates. So these are the dates here. And I probably won't do 3 again. I'm just testing to see which times the most people can be available for. And then I will retire the class and make it a pre-recorded class and move on to the next class. I don't intend on live teaching the same classes over and over and over again unless there's a high demand for that particular class, okay? So did I test the Zoom link? No. In order to test the Zoom link, I have to click on my link. So I'm going to click on the link from the PDF document and look what happens. It asks me if I want to open this application. I'm going to go open in Zoom meetings. And it's going to make me wait because the class isn't open yet, but at least I know for sure that I'm into the class, my link works. So yes, I made sure it works. All right. Next question. Do you have one photo only that we will remove the background for in class in your Innate Academy folder? Well, we're going to do the sock design. I need an inspiration. So no, I don't have that photo. So what I will have to do is figure out what photo that I want to use and download it and place it into my Innate Academy folder. So let's see. I'm going to keep my Innate Academy folder open. I'm going to see if I have just anything random. I think I'll do I'm sorry, I was closing out that Zoom session. I'll do some type of photo anywhere on my computer. And usually you want it to be something cute. So you just had a bunch of graduates, right? So how about you take one of your graduate photos? Oh, I have this little cute photo of my dad. Okay, so let's say I'm going to use this cute photo of my dad. Where'd he go? I do a lot of scrolling, y'all. I have a lot of pictures. Where is my dad's cute picture? There it is. Okay, so I'll take that image, Control C, and then I will place it into my 105 folder, which is on my desktop. 105. So I have my folder. Now the other thing is I need some type of design element. What I'm thinking is just using, I'm going to make a design element that'll say like #1 dad or something like that, right? So let's do a little search here. I'll just do an image search for #1 dad. Because I don't want to have to make anything. It already exists. I want you to focus on how we're going to create the patterns. Well, I probably could make a better one, but I want you to just keep it simple and find you something. They always make dad stuff like really lame. I hate it. Um, I don't really like it. Maybe World's Greatest. My dad used to talk junk like Ali. Let's see. Maybe I'll do something like that. That looks better to me. I just don't like the cheesy kind of stuff. If I am going to do something, I at least want it to have some type of visual flair to it. And let's save image as. And I'm going to save it in my 105 folder. And the only reason why I know I'm supposed to do that is that's going to be next. So yes, I have my photo. Next question. Do you have your one accent image? Now, the accent image is going to be something else. If you see the way that these patterns are kind of set up, usually it has a main focal image and something. You don't have to have a second image at all. You can just do the image. It gives it a little more visual interest and kind of fills in the area if you want to do a pattern. So for the dog, there's a dog bone, right? For the baby, we chose a bottle and also a rattle. So this one has 2. I don't want you to do 2. I just want you to do 1. And then what we'll do is we'll hang out after class, and those who want to do a second image will do it. But I like to keep it simple so nobody gets lost in the sauce, okay? So just 1 image for now. And that's why I have to be also clear in these instructions. Do you have 1 accent image only? Okay? Don't try to get too far ahead of yourself on these courses, because I want you to learn the core concept, and then you have a final project that's due at the end of the session. It'll be due within 48 hours of the session, and you'll post in the group your final project. So if you want to add different images at that point, that's all your prerogative. But we're going to stay to the parameters of the course while we're in the course. Okay, so here's some examples. I put the baby face in a bottle. So the baby face will be the image. The bottle will be the accent image. If you're doing a dog face, you can do a paw print. We have a dog bone example. If you're doing a cat face, you can do like the little fish bone, some kind of cute image of a fish bone. If you're doing a couple, maybe put the couple's image in their wedding ring, okay? A boyfriend and girlfriend, maybe your accent image is a heart. If you have a kid's face, you can put the kid's face, and then you put go whatever their mascot name is, or the actual face of the mascot. Dad's face, #1 dad. I was trying to find #1 dad for y'all, so that's pretty much what I set up. So yes, I have my accent image and my photo now. Submit that answer. Next question. Finally, did you decide your theme? And is it sports, graduation, birthday, anniversary, remembrance, family reunion, etc.? I just want you to know that you're coming into this session with a design intent. You do anything with intention, it's gonna do wonders. Okay, so my suggestion is to do something that you can sell, or something that somebody would already want. Think of, it's almost back to school season. Think of doing these kids with their, with their favorite character, or something like that. Well, technically you'd have to do a personal use for that, but you know exactly what I mean. Pick something, do the school mascot, go Mustangs, and do the kid's face, or something like that. So think of what you can market right now, what will sell as soon as you put this sample, and you don't even have to make the sample. As soon as you put the mock-up out there, it will sell. Okay, so I want you to make your money back on this course as soon as you're done with this course. And then I want you to tell me if that's what really happened. Did you get some bites just off of placing this mock-up out there in the universe? Okay, so yes, I decided my theme. My theme is going to be my daddy is the world's greatest. All right, so that's it. I'm done with my quiz. It's going to show me my results. If I didn't have something right, I need to go back and get it done, okay? And then I can retake the quiz. You need to have these steps completed before you do the course, okay? And I'm asking you to have this completed 2 hours before you start your course. All right, so I just wanted to get on here, show y'all what we're doing for the next class, and kind of preemptively go over what you need to have done and what the times are for the classes, okay? So I will post this in the Innate Creatives group. Maybe I'll start doing this before each class, just to kind of give y'all a rundown of what's going to be done in a class. Let me know if this makes sense to you, the way we're doing it. I'm going to go ahead and enable that layer, turn back on my background. Oh, I have some guides in here too, because we have 3 different socks that we offer. So you have your standard size, the small, and then the large. So this is a guide here to show you, hey, if you want people to actually be able to see what you're printing and it not get cut off, then this is your general area that you want to design in, okay? So that'll be on there too. We'll be using that to determine if we're going to type things on the backs of the socks, for instance. You know how when you put your feet up in the air, you kind of know what area you have to work with. And let me show y'all, we have 3 different sizes. So that's your small, then your medium, and then we have a large sock that's really long, but it still prints on the 13 by 19 paper because it goes right into that black area of the sock. So it's pretty cool. You don't have to have extra long paper to print the large socks, okay? So I'm gonna turn all this back off and we'll play with that in class. I just want you to get the idea of what we're gonna be doing in the class. So we will be creating a pattern, and then once we create that pattern, we're gonna replace the existing pattern in here. So we created this pattern earlier. We're going to replace the pattern, and then this will be ready to print by turning off that layer mask, turning off the layer that says do not print, and bam, that's ready to print. Okay? All right, so I'm going to head out. Oh, shoot, it's past 11 o'clock. Let me go get my Zoom session on, and I will check y'all later. Love y'all for real. Bye.